Can you hear me in the back okay? Yeah, I guess it's.
Yes.
Seems like it's, no, it is. Yeah, can you turn it down a little?
I hear some bad echo.
那什么意思？
They're going to turn it down a little.
Yeah, so the interpreter cannot hear very well because there's a pretty bad echo.
Okay.
你说的什么？翻译给我听一下行吗？
没有，我就是跟他们讲，我听到那个很大的回音。
嗯，好，谢谢。
Let me know when you get to the right screen. Go ahead and turn it down a little more.
The interpreter is still having trouble hearing because there's still a bad echo.
I don't seem to do it. For
January 5th of 2024. Please use your device. I will ask you to call your case.
Your Honor, the interpreter cannot hear you at all. So it's bad. The echo is so bad.
If you would unmute, if you would mute your device, that'll eliminate the echo until I'm ready to call the case. All right. For the people that are in the courtroom, when I call your name, I'm going to ask you to come forward to one of the 3 stations. While you're at the station, I need you to speak loudly and clearly. One of my responsibilities today is to make sure that everything that you say gets properly recorded. After you're done, I'll direct you to see my clerks in the lobbies. Their windows are located to the left once you've exited through the double doors at the rear of the courtroom. When you leave the courtroom, you do need to go out through those double doors at the rear, but you do not need to go out through the metal detector. Go to the left before you get to the metal detector, and that'll get you to my clerk's windows. We can take care of a couple of these really quickly. Scott Higby, where are you at? Sir, you don't need to come forward. I'm ordering your case dismissed. If you go to the windows in the lobby, see my clerks. They'll give you a copy of that order, and then you are free to leave. There should be oh no, it's a warrant. Never mind. All right, Karen, it looks like Vallarta. Are you online or in court? If you're here, go ahead and come forward to station number 1, please. And how old are you? You need to bring a parent with you? And just go to station number 1. Okay, back on October 31st of 2019, it's alleged you committed the offense of harassment. When you failed to appear in my court on January 29th of 2020, I issued a warrant for your arrest and put a block against your ability to get your driver's license until the warrant was cleared up. The city attorney is electing to dismiss this case against you, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the case. There are $80 that need to be paid in order to clear the block that's been put against your license. Once you pay that, then we'll notify DMV that the license is clear, okay? The warrant is canceled. I dismiss the case, and then I'm also going to expunge it from your record because you're a juvenile. Do you have any questions? Sir, are you her father? Grandfather, are you her legal custodian? Okay. Do you have any questions? Are you able to pay the $80 today? You can? Great. If you go to the windows, see my clerks, pay the $80, they'll give you the DMV clearance letter and also the order of dismissal, and then you are free to leave. Everything else that happens, I'll take care of. You won't need to do anything more to get it expunged. Okay? All right. Thank you. Brandon Arroyo, where are you at? Mr. Arroyo, you don't need to come forward either. Your case is being dismissed today without prejudice. A warrant was issued for your arrest. I'm canceling that warrant today. There's no fees or anything involved with it. The case is going to be dismissed without prejudice, meaning if the police choose to do so, they can start the case all over again, but they would have to start it by serving you with a new ticket, okay? That's all they have to do is give you a new ticket and the case starts all over again. I don't know if they're going to elect to do that or not, because the only thing in front of me is this case, and I'm dismissing this case today. Do you have any questions? All right, if you'll go to the windows in the lobby, see my clerk, they'll give you a copy of the order of dismissal, and then you are free to leave. Uh-huh. All right, Erica Harris, if you would unmute your device, please.
Okay.
All right, do you have, let me see your date of birth real quick here. All right, you're still a juvenile. Do you have a parent with you?
Yes.
Okay, do you have, okay, there you go. All right. The city attorney is electing to dismiss this case against you. It looks like you did the community service. So in your case, when you failed to appear back on June 15th of 2020, I issued a warrant for your arrest, put a block against your ability to get a driver's license. I'm going to go ahead and enter the order of dismissal today. In your case, there's also $80 that are due before I can remove the block against your driving privilege. How much time do you need to pay the $80?
Not long.
right.
We will have $80 soon.
Yeah, we'll give you initially 2 weeks. So when you leave,
Oh, okay.
when you leave the meeting, my clerks are going to email you a copy of the order of dismissal. They'll show you that there's an $80 payment that's due. It's $50 for the warrant fee, $30 for the clearance fee. They'll give you a deadline in 2 weeks. Once we receive that payment, then we'll send the clearance information to the Department of Motor Vehicles. That'll remove the block against your ability to get a driver's license. The warrant's canceled as of today, so that has nothing to do with the payment. But once everything is paid, then I will also order the record in your case expunged, okay? So that it'll
Okay.
show up as, for law enforcement purposes, case filed, case dismissed. For everybody else's purposes, it'll show that no such case ever existed. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, so the sooner you pay it, the sooner I can close this thing out altogether, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So go ahead and leave the meeting. Just keep an eye out for the email. It'll come either later today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, Lena Católico Cannon, if you would unmute your device, please.
Hello. Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of speeding 50 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, that is a 1-point violation. The city attorney will dismiss the original speeding charge against you from December 11th of 2021 at about 11:15 at night in the area of the 15800 block of East 120th Avenue here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this reduced charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you watch the advisement of rights video?
Yes.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you are waiving all of the trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video? Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're giving up, sorry, has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No.
Then to the added reduced charge of speeding 50 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, a 1-point violation on December 11th of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty. Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything else you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, Your Honor.
How long have you been driving in Colorado?
I used to live in Florida, so I just moved like 6 months ago.
Okay. Your schedule fine's $80. I'm going to go ahead and reduce your fine based on your plea bargain to $40 plus surcharges plus court costs. When you leave the meeting, my clerks will reach out to you by email either later today or sometime tomorrow. They're going to tell you what the total is. If you need them to, they'll work out payment arrangements for you.
Okay.
So that email will come to you either later today or tomorrow. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you can go ahead and leave the meeting. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right, on the record regarding Jingwen Liao, if the interpreter would unmute the device, and if I could have the interpreter's name, please.
Your Honor, the interpreter is Howard Huang.
Spell your last name.
Last name is Huang.
Okay, and if you would raise your right hand, please, Mr. Huang. You swear or affirm under penalty of law that you will truthfully and faithfully, without embellishment or exaggeration, translate from the English language to the Mandarin dialect of the Chinese language, from the Mandarin dialect of the Chinese language to the English language to the best of your ability.
I do.
Thank you. And Ms. Liao, if you would unmute your device.
那个廖女士，你需要把你的那个麦克打开，麦克风打开。没有，你现在没打开，你现在是静音的。So maybe like you can unmute.
对了，
Yeah， 好了，可以了。
谢谢。
Thank you.
I have a document. I'm going to turn off the overhead microphone. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a vehicle with an obstructed windshield, a 0-point violation, the city attorney will dismiss the original charge against you from October 31st of 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning in the area of the 15800 block of Heartland Drive here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today?
那我们现在这边有一个文件表明，就是说这个城市检察官他同意把你的那个10月31号大约9点钟在Heartland Drive 1500这个区域当时的这个就是对你的这个交通这个案子的这个指控他们城市检察官愿意把这个指控取消掉。如果你同意接受，就是说你当时的一个车窗被遮挡这样的一个指控的话，你愿意这样吗？
愿意。
Yes.
Did you review all of the rights that you have with the interpreter today such that you understand the rights that you have?
那个你有没有跟翻译一起就是讨论过有关你的这个在法庭里面所享有的这个所有的权利？所以这样的话，就是说你理解如果你今天这个认罪的话，你所放弃的这些所有的这个权利。
是的。
Yes.
Do you have any question about those rights?
那有关这些权利，你有没有什么问题？
没有。
No.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you are renouncing all of those rights?
那你是不是知道，就是说，如果我现在就是说你同意接受这样的一个对你的这个指控的话，那你就是等于说你放弃了所有这个就是跟你讨论过所有的那些权利。你明白吗？
明白。
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
那有没有人胁迫你或强迫你在你这个不自愿的情况下，对这个给你这个减轻的这样的一个指控认罪？有没有人对你施加不当的影响？
没有。
No.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
那有没有人这个向你做过任何许诺，让你这个接受这样的指控？
没有。
No.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you are doing in court today?
那你现在这个有没有服用任何的药物，或者是使用过任何的酒精制品，会影响你在今天法庭里面做出这个正确的选择决定？
没有。
No.
Then to the added charge of driving a vehicle with an obstructed windshield, a 0-point violation on October 31st of 2021 here in Commerce City, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
那有关现在对你这个指控，这个就是零扣分的这样一个，就是在2021年10月31日在 Commerce City 这边这个就是开车这个就是挡风玻璃又被遮挡这样的这个指控，你是这个声称有罪还是无罪？
Yes。是吗？是的。
Yes.
I need to know, are you pleading guilty or not guilty?
对，你需要说是有罪还是无罪？
有罪。
Guilty.
I will accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
那就是在我最后做出这个判决之前的话，你有没有任何需要这个就是讲给我听的？
没有。
No.
All right. Your driving record shows a ticket from October of 2021 in Jefferson County. Is that entry correct?
你的那个就是驾驶记录，这个就是表明你在这个2021年10月份有在杰弗逊县那个有一张罚单，是这样吗？
是的。
Yes.
All right. I'm going to impose a fine against you of $140 plus surcharges, plus court costs.
那我现在就是给你这个就是罚款140块钱，再加其他的这个附加费用和这个法庭的相关费用。
When you go to the windows in the lobby, my clerks will tell you the total, and if you need them to, they'll work out a payment plan for you.
那就是待会儿你这个到这个窗口付款窗口，这个到时候我们的这边的书记人员他会告诉你这个总数是多少。所以就是说，如果你需要跟他这个就是做这个分期付款的话，可以跟他讲。
Do you have
是的，
Do you have any questions?
你有没有什么问题
没有问题。
？No question。
If you'll go ahead and go to the windows in the lobby and see my clerks, they will take care of you. Thank you.
对，你可以到那个窗口那边，然后那个就是到那边那个工作人员他会告诉你怎么做。
谢谢，就完了吗
Thank you. Is that it?
That's it.
对，就完了。
？Thank you so much，谢谢。
Thank you.
And thank you to the interpreter, Mr. Huan. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. If you need anything, my clerks, and you can email that back and forth.
Thank you, Josh. Have a good day.
谢谢，我可以走了吗
可以走了。
？OK，Thank you。
Hello?
Hello, is this Christopher Rosell?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on for just a second. I need to pull up your case.
Okay.
All right, I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, and attend the Alive at 25 class, the city attorney will dismiss the original charge against you of following too closely, which happened on November 22nd of 2021 at about 4:55 in the evening in the area of the 9600 block of East 104th Avenue here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this 2-point violation?
Yes, sir.
All right, a couple of things. Since you aren't using your camera, can you just give me the address that you were living at back on November 22nd of 2021?
Yes, sir. My address is 16741 East 101st Avenue, Commerce City, Colorado.
All right, that's fine. Did you watch the Advisement of Rights video?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if I accept your guilty plea to this reduced charge, you are waiving all of the trial and appeal-related rights that you were advised of in that video?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to get you to plead guilty to this reduced charge against your will?
No, sir.
Has anyone made any promise to you to get you to enter this guilty plea?
No, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or medications that affect your ability to understand what you're doing in court today?
No, sir.
Then to the added reduced charge of driving a defective vehicle, a 2-point violation on November 22nd of 2021 here in Commerce City. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea. Is there anything you want me to take into consideration before I impose the sentence against you?
No, sir.
All right. I'm looking at your driving record. There's nothing concerning there. The only obvious concern is the accident itself. All right. Your scheduled fines, 240. And no one was injured. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Your schedule fine's $240. I'm going to impose the $240. I'm going to suspend half of it. That's 120 of that, because I am going to order that you do the Alive at 25 class. So that'll leave you a
Okay.
fine of $120 plus surcharges plus court costs on that amount. My clerks will reach out to you by email later today or tomorrow. They're going to give you a referral to the people that put on the class. It's important that you contact those people right away, because my clerks are going to give you a deadline of about 6 or 7 weeks out from today to submit the proof that you've completed the class. It's your responsibility to make sure that that certificate of completion gets filed with my court by the deadline my clerks give you. They're also going to work out the payment arrangements, telling you what the total is and working out a payment plan for you if you want them to. That'll all also come as part of that email. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so keep an eye out for that email. As soon as you get it, contact the people that put on the class, get it scheduled, get it done. You know, another thing you might want to do is send a copy of that certificate of completion to your insurance agent, because I'm sure they're going to consider this an at-fault accident. They still might give you a discount for doing a driving class. You never know. It doesn't hurt to do that, okay?
Okay.
All right. If you don't have any questions, go ahead and leave the meeting. Just watch out for that email, all right?
Alrighty. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. That's the holidays. I would have thought Brighton would have taken care of you. We're on station number 2 still, right? All right, on the record regarding Daryl Madsen, if you would come to station number 2, the lectern right in the middle. Good morning. I have a document that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added reduced charge of driving a vehicle with an obstructed windshield, that is a 0-point violation. The city attorney will dismiss the original careless driving charge against you from November 19th of 2021 at about 7 o'clock in the evening in the area of 72nd and Highway 2 here in Commerce City. Is this how you wish to resolve your case today, by pleading guilty to this reduced charge? Did you watch the advisement of rights video? Okay, then we're going to pass this matter. We'll need to have you watch that video before I can take your plea, okay? So, Alex, have they shown you how to set it up for him to watch the video? Okay, great. My bailiff will help you watch the video. As soon as that's done, come back in and I'll recall your case. I said Alex, and his name's Adam. Yeah, I said Adam. Alex, it's Adam. Ooh, this is a bad one. They should have charged him with running the red light. hadn't watched the video. No, it's simple. He ran the red light. No, it should have, though. I mean, the only reason this woman would have been making the left is it's a protected green arrow. Yeah, but it doesn't say that, so it's like, I don't know. Right. Well, again, that's the presumption that I'm getting out of reading it.
Okay, 'cause just based on the,
Yeah, it should have said that.
charge him with, well, okay,
They should have charged him with running the red light
alright.
rather than careless.
That's the only thing that makes any sense to me.
Right. It should have been charged as the red light violation.
Well, of course, you told me the light was green anyway.
Well, then they would have charged driver 2 with running the red light, red arrow. You know, again, you know what would have been helpful? Give each of them a statement form and let them write down.
So I just did a training for the new officers,
Uh-huh.
but afterwards I realized that they are not far along enough in their training for
Mhm.
it to have any impact.
Mm-hmm.
Right, if you haven't been, it'd be better if 3 months in,
Mm-hmm.
I did that training.
Okay. So,
Because by then they've written some tickets.
right, suggest that.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that.
Well, I still haven't figured out why that isn't standard operating procedure. I mean, to me, it's so easy. Because unless you actually see the accident, you're not a witness.
Yeah, I tell them, like,
And-
listen, if you wanna be an all-star police officer,
And it's
you're
not a
there anyway.
it's not a Miranda violation,
Right.
and you have stuff to do anyway. So, you know, rather than you sit in your car and them just stand around doing nothing, give them a clipboard with a statement form. It's not a Miranda violation.
Plus, you're there anyway. I mean, we've watched those body cams. Like,
Mhm.
if it's a real accident, you're gonna be there for an hour.
At least. Mm-hmm.
I also said if you wanna be an all-star, write down the name of the paramedic. If you really wanna be a superstar, I know you're not doctors, but you could at least say, like, I saw bleeding from the head, or complaining of my hand is killing me, or,
Or my neck hurts.
I mean,
My back hurts, my neck hurts.
some of my examples, like, remember this one with trees all around the car and
Right.
on the top of the car,
Mhm.
on both of them? I'm like, what was this, demolition derby?
Right.
And it's not a rollover.
Right.
If they're both rolling over, okay. Anyway, lots of crickets. Playing stairs.
Yeah, there you go. So did you have a good holiday, Alma?
Yes, I did. Nice.
My wife got sick, so she was sick most of the time I was down there.
Sick or just regular sick?
No, she tight back, couldn't keep anything down, headaches, fainting, the whole 9 yards.
Not COVID though, just like...
No, you have to assume it's COVID,
Okay.
and that's what her, you know, the lab closes from Christmas Eve until Monday, and so before you can go back, if you had anything, you have to have a negative test before you can go back to the lab. My wife's been working from home for 18 months. She goes to the lab like 1 day a week to upload and download stuff. Other than that, she doesn't have to be there. So she doesn't even have to go in until this Friday. So she took the test Monday. She should have the results today. But then my mother-in-law got sick right after my wife started feeling better. And hers only lasted a day. She felt really bad one day. Next day she's feeling better. The day after she's back to normal. No, because they're too far apart. My wife felt bad on Tuesday.
8 hours.
Yeah, on Tuesday, and then my mother-in-law didn't feel bad until Saturday. So, yeah.
Teresa's rule of thumb on food poisoning is 8 hours after you ate something.
Yeah, 8 to 10, right.
Yeah. Like if you're barfing and 8 hours after you had that blueberry scone.
Right.
I've never been sick with that.
Really, you've never had food poisoning? Oh, yeah, you are lucky.
My honey gets it all the time, though, poor thing.
He probably has a digestive issue.
He's lactose
Intolerant? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I carry my pills in my wallet.
Yeah, he has that, but he's still...
Oh, was it you that made the condom comment? So we're at book club and somebody brought ice cream stuff. So I reach in my wallet and pull out my lactose pill. And I think Adam said, "Wait, you have to have a condom on to eat ice cream?" and I said, "No, I carry the lactose pills because I'm lactose intolerant." But it was funny.
Baby, I have to take my lactose pill.
It was pretty funny. It was funny because I had it in my wallet. And I always carry. I have one now. I always carry one in case I'm going to eat something, because I can't do. It's like I can't do a glass of milk. If I do that, I'm going to have stomach cramps like you would not believe. Yeah. A pint of milk lasts 3 months in my fridge. The only thing I mix it in is like when I make mashed potatoes or other recipes that need it. Yeah, we didn't find out about it until I went to college. Yeah, it was at college that I finally found out. You know, my mom would not feel like cooking in the morning, so she'd give us a bowl of cereal, and by the time I got into my first period, I'd have serious stomach aches. And so I just quit not eating cereal in the morning. I would just eat fruit, which would get me through the day, or toast or something. That was my breakfast.
And it's gotten worse?
No, it's been pretty much the same. I've been the same way since. But I'm careful too. I don't.
About 50, it hit me, but on the other hand, someone pointed out you eat pizza.
Yeah, no, you can eat the cheese in pizza, but like if I eat too much of it, I'm going to have
Yeah, that's
stomach problems. Yeah,
you can tell right away. Like, I'm just like,
yeah. There's pills. There's pills for it. Tablets. Lactate. It's perfect. Or Dairy Ease. Those are the two.
They're not I mean, I think you can get a whole boatload of them.
Yeah, they're not expensive, and they do the job. All they do is they have the enzymes necessary to break down lactose. And that's all it takes. And then it just digests like other foods. Yeah, cheese and milk are the two things that you need it for. And to be honest with you, there's some Italian foods made with, or French foods both, with heavy cream. You got to have it with that.
anything like that.
Swedish meatballs.
But he still does it.
Oh no, I eat ice cream too. I eat ice cream too. You know, it's like one of the things. One of our book club members makes these brownies. You warm them up. You throw vanilla bean ice cream on them, and then chocolate sauce. Oh, they are heaven. And so every once in a while, because even taking the pills, you eat it too much, it gets a little uncomfortable. I have to do it anyway. It's like my mother-in-law. She's allergic to peanuts, but she loves peanut brittle. And so we never have peanut brittle in the house, but that thing that Krista gave us had peanut brittle in it, and she saw it and her eyes lit up, and so my wife made me bring all the peanut brittle back with me. She hid the box and made me bring the peanut brittle.
She doesn't get like allergic. She has to have the EpiPen, or?
Yeah, no, she swells up and can't breathe but she eats it anyway. She just loves the way it tastes.
Wow.
So we have to make sure we don't have any of that in the house.
Oh yeah, it's been teasing her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. No, if they have not filed the ticket and they file the affidavit, then we put it under EW. And that especially like on the dog case that I recently did. The person isn't around to serve the ticket to, but they wanted to do the impound and then they wanted to do a warrant. So, yeah, EW, that's what that's for. But they still need to file the ticket by the deadline. There's a gap between the two.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just completely misunderstanding,
No,
but I think
you're right. All of our EW tickets, they don't have summons. Like, remember how before we used to get the affidavit and the summons?
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm aware, they haven't been doing that. I think they've just done the affidavit because that's why they now put all the information that should be on the summons on the affidavit.
No, they still need the summons.
so there's a gap in communication.
Right. They still need to file the ticket. They can just get the warrant before the ticket is filed.
Yes, because all of the affidavits that you signed,
Uh-huh.
all the EW ones,
Uh-huh.
which is 8 of them,
Uh-huh.
7 of them come with citations.
They still have to file the citations. They have to file the charges at some point after the warrant issues.
No, I think that was, I think when they were talking about all this stuff, I think that's why they, I know we have emails or something. I think that's why Leah told the PD to make sure to have all that information on the affidavit. So yeah, like Adam says, there's miscommunication
There is a miscommunication, because I still need the citation of charges filed.
Oh, then no, then that has not been done
Okay.
with all of the affidavits you've received.
They can file the charges later, but they still have to be filed.
And then when they turn the summons in to us,
Yes. Even though it's not signed, they still turn the summons in. All they have to do is put down warrant issued on it.
oh, then, okay. Because they wouldn't select a court date then on the summons.
Correct.
I don't know if they're, I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
Okay, then no, yeah.
Yeah, there's no arraignment date on the ticket because it's an active warrant.
Okay, then you guys will need to,
What?
Where's the gap in communication then?
you guys will need to discuss that with
I don't know.
Maya and Christopher.
Yeah, May and Christopher don't understand that.
Yeah, 'cause Christopher, of course, like, well, the judge said it was okay, we met with him. I'm like, yeah, but there's more to the story.
Right, there is more to the story. You can issue a warrant before the charges get filed.
Right.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, so
But ultimately, the charges have to be filed.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
like,
no.
well, why isn't the warrant good enough? I'm like, 'cause that's not the charging
Document, it isn't, right.
Anyway, we'll fix it.
I think what you guys discussed was them adding the description and the charges and all of that information to the affidavit.
It's supposed to have been in there anyway.
Yeah, but that stuff wasn't, and when we had CM tickets, that
Right.
information wasn't on there. So I think that's.
I know, but yes, that had been a problem from day one.
From the beginning of time,
Right.
some things are always.
But I think they took that as, if all that information is on that affidavit,
It's not the charging document.
but I didn't even know that either.
Right.
Yeah, so that needs to be.
Well, Maya should be here by now.
Not yet.
It's 10. Oh, okay. Well, when she gets in, touch base with her. We don't have anybody else signed up for Zoom right now, do we? Okay.
No, everybody